I'm going to bring Caleb in again for a conversation. So Caleb, you can connect with Gil now directly. And I can talk to you for a little bit of time. So Caleb, I'm just going to ask you questions as they come to me. So how long does it take for you to connect to Gil in this way?
It takes like about 15 seconds, but it gets stronger over time.
Right. That's awesome. And when we're communicating, do you sort of come to our location, or do you stay where you are and you just kind of like send information?
I usually come into Gil.
So you enter his body, and then you use his mind
to communicate. Yes.
That's awesome. So are you able to manipulate his energy in order to, say, affect this physical environment in some way at all?
I can make the room staticky, and I can try to affect things.
I have 2 candles on a table here. I was wondering if you could possibly make one of the flames go out. Whichever is easier. And could you describe what you're doing as you're trying to make it?
Trying to use energy to make it go out.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. It seems like it's dissipating a little bit.
I don't know how well it's working.
It's going down. I can notice it's going down a little bit. Wow.
It's too difficult to make it go out right now.
Okay. We can try again another time. That was really cool, though. Thank you. So, could you just explain, what were you doing with the energy when you were kind of like flicking at the flame?
I'm trying to make it go into electrocute shit.
Interesting. It's so cool. Okay. Are you able to move physical objects at all, or small physical objects?
I can, but it takes a lot of time and energy.
Okay. And would there be a specific time that it would be best to try this out?
It is better when there's less people in the area.
Okay.
At times when people are sleeping, maybe.
So, do you think in our time around like maybe 3 a.m., would that be a good time to try it?
Yes.
And would you be able to benefit from using electromagnetic energy? So, if we had more things plugged in here, would you be able to draw from that to help?
I think so.
Awesome. So we may do that at some point, and that would be very exciting for us to try that out with you.
Yes.
Okay. And how long do you think it would take for you to prepare for that?
Like 15 minutes.
15 minutes, okay. And during that time, should we have Gil be channeling you at that time, or could we call upon you before Gil begins channeling you?
Gil needs to either meditate or channel me.
Okay. So it would be good to have him just bring you in for that 15 minutes, and you could just be there and silently, and then we'll wait the 15 minutes, and then we could talk to you again to begin moving something.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Let's see. No, you said before you could make the room staticky. Could you try doing that at this time?
Okay.
I feel something now. I feel it in my forearms a little bit. I felt something like it was going up, and also in my lower legs I felt something. Was that the static energy, or was that just me?
Yes.
Ah.
What statics?
It was very subtle, but I did notice it. Now, if I were to have a device that could measure electromagnetic fields, would I be able to pick this up on that device?
I haven't tested out devices.
Okay. Because I am getting one of those devices, and it'll be here in a few days, and I might try testing it at some point in the future.
Okay, that's good.
Awesome. And let me think of a question. Do you have any questions for me?
I don't really have to ask anything.
So how do you know what you know? How do you get your knowledge?
I can view the humans forever. I have been a spirit for longer than humans can even imagine. For thousands of years.
Amazing. And what do you like to pay attention to in the human race? What do you focus on the most?
I like to focus on the mission.
And what mission?
That humans need to progress, they need to adapt, they need to keep changing, or they will be extinguished by the other realities. Every being is made to evolve, made to adapt, and made to destroy its surroundings. or if it doesn't destroy its surroundings, it will be destroyed by its surroundings.
Is that part of evolution?
Yes. Once it gets to a certain point, the surroundings expire and you must move on to a new surroundings.
Ah. And I have a question. I have a personal question. If you could, I was wondering, why do I enjoy destroying physical things?
You like to conquer your surroundings. You like to be in charge of the universe
Mm.
and not let yourself be within it. You like to be of it.
Yes, I can see that. And can you talk about angels? Because from humans' perspective, they talk about angels. I was wondering what your perspective is on angels.
Angels are very sneaky. They come and go and are very quick. I do not spend a lot of time thinking about angels. It is not my mission.
Interesting. And I did notice that Gil seems to have very strong ability to remote viewing, and he can see things that are not here. He can see things at far distances and even through time. Is that something we should explore more with Gil?
Yes, it is something very good.
Awesome. And is there anything we can do to help him increase his strength in those abilities?
He needs to practice it more, and he needs to clear his mind more when he does it.
Right. So he should clear his mind prior to doing that kind of stuff.
He should spend a little time clearing his mind and then do it, yes.
Okay. And how would you recommend that he does that? Because he says that during these sessions, his mind kind of goes blank. Is that the same state he should go into before that?
Similar to this, yes. He should not be able to think or see anything.
Okay. And I will show this video to him later then, so he can understand. I have a question about where I'm living right now and the future. So I'm going to be moving out around March, but I'm wondering if it would be better if I continue to live here for a full year instead of half a year. If that makes sense.
It depends on what your plan is.
Mm-hmm.
It is good to live in this area, but you don't have to live right here.
Do you know of any places which I might consider moving to after this place?
There are a lot of places. If you walk in the directions over there or over there.
Okay.
I don't know if there's any over there, though.
Okay. And are these kind of like small houses, or are they big houses, or?
There are buildings usually that are like medium or small.
Right.
The big houses are normally overpriced because they have a lot more clients, the skyscrapers.
Yes. Yes, I think I would like to go into a house similar to this one, and if you can tell if there's any houses that are kind of that I would think would be better than this type.
There are some where you can have more than one floor that are very good.
Ah, that's good because I was actually, me and Gil were thinking about getting a house, a full house at some point, and me, Gil, and possibly a third person would move in together, and we'd each have our own bedroom area. I was wondering if you had any insights into that possibility.
That is a very good option. Mm, I do not always like to look ahead into the future, though.
Okay, it's understandable. And let's see what else. I have a question. If I think that's all the questions I have for now for you, Caleb. I appreciate the communication. This is wonderful, wonderful for me and Gil. Thank you.